balancing, verb, to bring items to an equipoise, as the scales of a balance by adjusting the weights. Noun, an action wherein someone balances or something is balanced. Doctors. Noun, a physician, a member of the medical profession, one who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are DO, DPM, MD, DMD, DDS in the US or MBBS in the UK. Verb, to act as a medical doctor to ghosts. Noun, the spirit, the soul of man. Verb, to haunt, to appear to in the form of an apparition. As. Adverb, to such an extent or degree, to the same extent or degree. Preposition, introducing a basis of comparison with an object in the objective case. Conjunction, in the same way or manner that, to the same degree that. Athlete. Noun, a participant in a group of sporting activities which includes track and field. Road running, cross-country running and racewalking. Detect. Verb, to discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective, detected. Beekeeper. Noun, a person who maintains hives and keeps bees, especially for the production of honey. Bikes. Noun, a vehicle that has two wheels, one behind the other, a steering handle, and a saddle seat or seats, and is usually propelled by the action of a rider's feet upon pedals. Verb, to ride a bike. Noun, a hive of bees, or a nest of wasps, hornets, or ants. Noun, a motorcycle. Noun, a local woman who is sexually promiscuous. Killed. Verb, to put to death, to extinguish the life of. Adjective, of steel, deoxidized. Balcony. Noun, an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. Intend. Verb, usually followed by the particle to. To hope, to wish something, or something to be accomplished. Be intent upon. Expertise. Noun, great skill or knowledge in a particular field or hobby. Nickel. Noun, a silvery elemental metal with an atomic number of 28 and symbol Ni. Verb, to plate with nickel. Civilizations. Noun, an organized culture encompassing many communities, often on the scale of a nation or a people. A stage or system of social, political or technical development. Scissors. Noun, one blade on a pair of scissors. Verb, to cut using, or as if using, scissors. Noun, usually construed as plural, a tool used for cutting thin material, consisting of two crossing blades attached at a pivot point in such a way that the blades slide across each other when the handles are closed. Balcony. Noun, an accessible structure extending from a building, especially outside a window. Effectively. Adverb, in an efficient or effective manner, with powerful effect. Carrot. Noun, a vegetable with a nutritious, juicy, sweet root that is often orange in color. Daucus carota, especially the subspecies sativus in the family Apiaceae. Verb, to treat an animal pelt with a solution of mercuric nitrate as part of felt manufacture. Listen. Noun, an instance of listening. Verb, to pay attention to a sound or speech. Procedure. Noun, a particular method for performing a task. Dispose. Noun, the disposal or management of something. Verb, used with of, to eliminate or to get rid of something. Cupboard. Noun, a board or table used to openly hold and display silver plate and other dishware. A sideboard. A buffet. Establish. Verb, to make stable or firm, to confirm. Caps. Noun, a close-fitting hat, either brimless or peaked. Verb, to cover or seal with a cap. Noun, capitalization. Noun, an uppercase letter. Verb, to convert text to uppercase. Noun, capacitor. Noun, a recording or screenshot. Verb, to take a screenshot or to record a copy of a video. Noun, a capsule of a drug. Noun, a wooden drinking bowl with two handles. Noun, capital letters. Capitals. Foot. Noun, a biological structure found in many animals that is used for locomotion and that is frequently a separate organ at the terminal part of the leg. Verb, to use the foot to kick. Usually a ball. Auditorium. Noun, a large room for public meetings or performances. Pity. Noun, a feeling of sympathy at the misfortune or suffering of someone or something. Verb, to feel pity for someone or something. Interjection. Short form of what a pity. Formula. Noun, any mathematical rule expressed symbolically. Noun, a manufactured food simulating human breast milk, designed to be fed to babies and infants under 12 months of age. Cut off. Verb, to remove via cutting. Club. Noun, an association of members joining together for some common purpose, especially sports or recreation. Verb, to hit with a club. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter E. Limited. Verb, to restrict, not to allow to go beyond a certain bound. To set boundaries. Noun, an express train that only halts at a limited number of stops. Adjective, with certain, often specified, limits placed upon it. Skipped. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Scary. Adjective, causing or able to cause fright. Convenient. Adjective, serving to reduce a difficulty, or accessible with minimum difficulty. Expedient. Removed. Verb, to move something from one place to another, especially to take away. Adjective, separated in time, space, or degree. Performs. Verb, to do something, to execute. Novels. Noun, a work of prose fiction, longer than a novella. Noun, a novelty, something new. Noun, a new legal constitution in ancient Rome. Improves. Verb, to make something better, to increase the value or productivity of something. Reminding. Verb, to cause one to experience a memory of someone or something, to bring to the notice or consideration of a person. Noun, the act by which somebody is reminded of something. Piece. Noun, a part of a larger whole, usually in such a form that it is able to be separated from other parts. Verb, usually with together. To assemble. Something real or figurative. Oval. Noun, an elongated round shape resembling an egg or ellipse. Adjective, having the shape of an oval. Liquid. Noun, a substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water, a substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle. An inelastic fluid. Adjective, flowing freely like water. Fluid, not solid and not gaseous, composed of particles that move freely among each other on the slightest pressure. Mask. Noun, a cover, or partial cover, for the face, used for disguise or protection. Verb, to cover the face or something else, in order to conceal the identity or protect against injury. To cover with a mask or visor. Filmmaker. Noun, a producer or director of films, movies. Likely. Noun, something or somebody considered likely. Adjective, probable, having a greater than even chance of occurring. Chance. Noun, an opportunity or possibility. Adjective, happening by chance. Casual. Adverb, perchance, perhaps. Earning. Verb, to gain success, reward, recognition, through applied effort or work. Verb, to curdle, as milk. Verb. To long. To yearn. Restroom. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Politics. Verb. To engage in political activity. Politic. Noun. A methodology and activities associated with running a government, an organization, or a movement. Endpoints. Noun. Either of the 2 points at the ends of a line segment. Distributions. Noun. An act of distributing or state of being distributed. Quote. Noun. A quotation. A statement attributed to a person. Verb. To repeat the exact words of a person. Desperately. Adverb. In a desperate manner, without regard to danger or safety, recklessly. Sport. Noun. Any activity that uses physical exertion or skills competitively under a set of rules that is not based on aesthetics. Verb. To amuse oneself. To play. Expense. Noun. A spending or consuming, often a disbursement of funds. Verb. To charge a cost against an expense account. To bill something to the company for which one works. Checkout. Noun. The process of checking out of a hotel, or the latest time to vacate a room in one. Applying. Verb. To lay or place. To put one thing to another. Noun. The act of applying. An application. Mountain. Noun. An elevation of land of considerable dimensions rising more or less abruptly, forming a conspicuous figure in the landscape, usually having a small extent of surface at its summit. A. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter A. Decreased. Verb. Of a quantity, to become smaller. Losing. Verb. To cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Noun. The process by which something is lost. A loss. Adjective. That loses or has lost. Darned. Verb. Euphemism of damn. Verb. To repair by stitching with thread or yarn, particularly by using a needle to construct a weave across a damaged area of fabric. Adjective. A minced oath for damned. Adverb. Degree. Damned. Extremely. Coding. Verb. To write software programs. Verb. Of a patient. To suffer a sudden medical emergency. A code blue. Such as cardiac arrest. Noun. The process of encoding or decoding. Attitude. Noun. The position of the body or way of carrying oneself. Verb. To assume or to place in a particular position or orientation. To pose. Communication. Noun. The act or fact of communicating anything. Transmission. Kindergarten. Noun. An educational institution for young children, usually between ages 4 and 6. Nursery school. Nickname. Noun. A familiar, invented given name for a person or thing used instead of the actual name of the person or thing. Verb. To give a nickname to a person or thing. Huge. Adjective. Very large. Advisor. Noun. One who offers advice. Dry. Noun. The process by which something is dried. Verb. To lose moisture. Adjective. Free from or lacking moisture. Investments. Noun. The act of investing, or state of being invested. Insecure. Adjective. Not secure. Advice. Noun. An opinion offered in an effort to be helpful. Scandal. Noun. An incident or event that disgraces or damages the reputation of the persons or organization involved. Verb. To treat opprobriously. To defame. To slander. Biggest. Adjective. Of great size, large. Domain. Noun. A geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Delete. Noun. A key that may be pressed to delete something, such as text or files, from a computer. Noun. A deletion. Verb. To remove, get rid of or erase, especially written or printed material, or data on a computer or other device. Headhunter. Noun. A savage who cuts off the heads of his enemies, and preserves them as trophies. Logistics. Noun. A logistic function or graph of a logistic curve. Peaks. Noun. A point. The sharp end or top of anything that terminates in a point. As. The peak, or front, of a cap. Verb. To reach a highest degree or maximum. Verb. To become sick or wan. Jar. Noun. An earthenware container, either with two or no handles, for holding oil, water, wine, etc., or used for burial. Verb. To preserve food in a jar. Planning. Verb. To design a building, machine, etc. Noun. Action of the verb to plan. Response. Noun. An answer or reply, or something in the nature of an answer or reply. Remote. Noun. An element of broadcast programming originating away from the station's or show's control room. Verb. To connect to a computer from a remote location. Adjective. At a distance. Disconnected. Noun. A device used to operate an appliance, such as a television, vehicle or mechanical toy from a short distance away. Housekeeper. Noun. Someone who owns a house as a place of residence, a householder. Riders. Noun. One who rides, often on a horse or a motorcycle. Machinist. Noun. A constructor of machines and engines, one versed in the principles of machines. Dimensional. Adjective, of or pertaining to dimensions. Minority. Noun. The state of being a minor. Youth. The period of a person's life prior to reaching adulthood. Adjective. Of or relating to a minority. Brush. Noun. An implement consisting of multiple more or less flexible bristles or other filaments attached to a handle, used for any of various purposes including cleaning, painting, and arranging hair. Verb. To clean with a brush. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective. Well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Consecutive. Noun. A sequence of notes or chords that results from repeated shifts in pitch of the same interval. Adjective. Following, in succession, without interruption. Coat. Noun. An outer garment covering the upper torso and arms. WP. Verb. To cover with a coating of some material. Elders. Noun. An older person or an older member, usually a leader, of some community. Verb. To admonish or reprove for improper conduct by the elders of the meeting. Noun. A small tree. Sambucus nigra, having white flowers in a cluster. An edible purple berries. Spider. Noun. Any of various eight-legged, predatory arthropods, of the order Araneae, most of which spin webs to catch prey. Verb. To move like a spider. Pass away. Verb. To die. Character. Noun. A being involved in the action of a story. Verb. To write, using characters. To describe. Splint. Noun. An inferior kind of cannel coal from Scottish collieries, having a slaty structure. Noun. A narrow strip of wood split or peeled from a larger piece. Verb. To apply a splint to. To fasten with splints. Geologist. Noun. A person who is skilled at geology. Dimensions. Noun. A single aspect of a given thing. Verb. To mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Carpenter. Noun. A person skilled at carpentry. The trade of cutting and joining timber in order to construct buildings or other structures. Verb. To work as a carpenter. Cutting and joining timber. Science. Noun. A particular discipline or branch of learning, especially one dealing with measurable or systematic principles rather than intuition or natural ability. Verb. To cause to become versed in science. To make skilled. To instruct. Noun. the sport of boxing. Longshoreman. Noun, a man employed to load and unload ships. Crawled. Verb, to creep, to move slowly on hands and knees, or by dragging the body along the ground. Contentment. Noun, the state or degree of being contented or satisfied. Controller. Noun, one who controls something. Miss. Noun, a failure to hit. Verb, to fail to hit. Directorate. Noun, an agency headed by a director, usually a subdivision of a major government department. Pull. Noun, an act of pulling, applying force. Verb, to apply a force to an object, so that it comes toward the person or thing applying the force. Interjection. Command used by a target shooter to request that the target be released, launched. Bake. Noun, the act of cooking food by baking. Verb, with person as subject, to cook something in an oven. Positive. Noun, a thing capable of being affirmed. Something real or actual. Adjective, not negative or neutral. Breeds. Noun, all animals or plants of the same species or subspecies. Verb, to produce offspring sexually. To bear young. Ruin. Noun, sometimes in the plural, the remains of a destroyed or dilapidated construction, such as a house or castle. Verb, to cause the fiscal ruin of. Bungee. Noun, an elastic fabric-bound strap with a hook at each end, used for securing luggage. Loyal. Adjective, having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Ringing. Verb, to enclose or surround. Verb, of a bell, etc., to produce a resonant sound. Noun, the sound of something that rings. Adjective, loud and clear. Century. Noun, a period of 100 consecutive years. Often specifically a numbered period with conventional start and end dates. E.g., the 20th century, which stretches from, strictly, 1901 through 2000, or, informally, 1900 through 1999. The 1st century AD was from 1 to 100. Island. Noun, a contiguous area of land, smaller than a continent, totally surrounded by water. Verb, to surround with water, make into an island. Mammals. Noun, an animal of the class Mammalia, characterized by being warm-blooded, having hair and feeding milk to its young. Date. Noun, the fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera, somewhat in the shape of an olive, containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Industrious. Adjective, hardworking and persistent. Publicist. Noun, a person whose job is to publicize information or events. A publicity agent, a public relations agent or worker. Blogger. Noun, a contributor to a blog, from weblog, or online journal. Member. Noun, one who officially belongs to a group. Hairdresser. Noun, a person who cuts or styles hair as an occupation or profession. Become. Verb, to arrive, come, to a place. Codes. Noun, a short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb, to write software programs. Verb, of a patient, to suffer a sudden medical emergency. A code blue, such as cardiac arrest. Disclaimer. Noun, one who disclaims, disowns, or renounces. College. Noun, a corporate group, a group of colleagues. Contradictory. Noun, either of a pair of propositions that cannot both be true or both be false. Adjective, that contradicts something, such as an argument. Replied. Verb, to give a written or spoken response, especially to a question, request, accusation or criticism. To answer. Donkeys. Noun, a domestic animal, equus asinus asinus, similar to a horse. Recruiting. Verb, to enroll or enlist new members or potential employees on behalf of an employer. Organization. sports team, the military, etc. Noun. The process by which a person is recruited. Recruitment. Preference. Noun. The selection of one thing or person over others, with the main adposition being for in relation to the thing or person, but possibly also of. Verb. To give preferential treatment to give a preference to. Currently. Adverb. At this moment, at present, now. Do without. Verb. Usually transitive, to manage despite the lack of. Mat. Noun. Coppersmith. An alloy of copper, tin, iron, etc. White metal. Adjective. Dull. Not reflective of light. Bounce. Noun. A change of direction of motion after hitting the ground or an obstacle. Verb. To change the direction of motion after hitting an obstacle. Rules. Noun. A regulation. Law. Guideline. Verb. To regulate. Be in charge of. Make decisions for. Reign over. Verb. To revel. Neither. Adverb. Similarly not. Pronoun. Not either one of two. Conjunction. Not either. Used with nor. Doing. Verb. Auxiliary. A syntactic marker. Noun. A deed or action, especially when somebody is held responsible for it. Smoothly. Adverb. In a smooth manner. Climbed. Verb. To ascend. Rise. To go up. Prejudice. Noun. An adverse judgment or opinion formed beforehand or without knowledge of the facts. Verb. To have a negative impact on someone's position, chances, etc. Sore. Noun. An injured, infected, inflamed or diseased patch of skin. Verb. To mutilate the legs or feet of a horse, in order to induce a particular gait. Adjective. Causing pain or discomfort. Painfully sensitive. Adverb. Very. Excessively. Extremely. Of something bad. Exams. Noun. The act of examining. Condiments. Noun. Something used to enhance the flavor of food, for example, salt or pepper. Quietness. Noun. Absence of sound, silence or hush. Allocated. Verb. To set aside for a purpose. Adjective. Having been granted an allocation. Having received something as part of a plan or scheduled disbursement. Having been assigned something that was set aside for a particular purpose. Maintained. Verb. To support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Adjective. Showing maintenance or attention. Forms. Noun. Heading. Physical. To do with shape. Verb. To assume a certain shape or visible structure. Colleague. Noun. A fellow member of a profession. Staff. Academic faculty or other organization. An associate. Verb. To unite or associate with another or with others. Sales. Noun. A hall. Noun. An exchange of goods or services for currency or credit. Noun. The activities involved in selling goods or services. Declaration. Noun. A written or oral indication of a fact, opinion, or belief. Expensive. Adjective. Given to expending a lot of money. Profligate, lavish. Muscle. Noun. A contractile form of tissue which animals use to effect movement. Verb. To use force to make progress. Especially physical force. Serve. Noun. An act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb. Personal. To provide a service. Or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Physics. Noun. A medicine or drug, especially a cathartic or purgative. Verb. To cure or heal. Noun. The branch of science concerned with the study of the properties and interactions of space, time, matter and energy. Dozen. Noun. A set of 12. K. Noun. A kilobyte, more formally KB or KB. Immortality. Noun. The condition of being immortal. Higher. Adjective. Very elevated, extending or being far above a base. Tall, lofty. Adverb, in or to an elevated position. Noun, a national school leaving examination and university entrance qualification. Verb, to make higher, to raise or increase in amount or quantity. Skin, noun, the outer protective layer of the body of any animal, including of a human. Verb, to injure the skin of. Noun, someone with a shaved head. Everything. Pronoun, all the things under discussion. Fantastic. Noun, a fanciful or whimsical person. Adjective, existing in or constructed from fantasy, of or relating to fantasy. Fanciful. Someone. Noun, a partially specified but unnamed person. Pronoun, some person. Annual. Noun, an annual publication, a book, periodical, journal, report, comic book, yearbook, etc., which is published serially once a year, which may or may not be in addition to regular weekly or monthly publication. Adjective, happening once every year. Interruption. Noun, the act of interrupting, or the state of being interrupted. Pass out. Verb, to faint, to become unconscious. Introduces. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Days. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day in a place. Noun, a particular time or period of vague extent. Sections. Noun, a cutting, a part cut out from the rest of something. Verb, to cut, divide or separate into pieces. Internship. Noun, a job taken by a student in order to learn a profession or trade. Rude. Adjective, bad-mannered. Making. Noun, the act of forming, causing, or constituting. Workmanship, construction. Acceptance. Noun, the act of accepting, a receiving of something offered, with acquiescence, approbation, or satisfaction, especially. Favorable reception. Approval. Noun, a conserved property of the light in an optical system which characterizes how spread out the light is in terms of angle and area. It is the product of its cross-sectional area, normal to the direction of propagation, and the solid angle it subtends. Sooner. Adjective, short in length of time from the present. Adverb, immediately, instantly. Pricing. Verb, to determine the monetary value of an item, to put a price on. Noun, the act of setting a price. Exit. Noun, an act of going out or going away, or leaving, a departure. Verb, to go out or go away from a place or situation. To depart, to leave. Let. Noun, the allowing of possession of a property etc., in exchange for rent. Verb, to allow to, not to prevent. Plus infinitive, but usually without to. Verb, to hinder, prevent, impede, hamper, cumber, to obstruct someone or something. Elbow. Noun, the joint between the upper arm and the forearm. Verb, to push with the elbow. Exploring. Verb, to seek for something or after someone. Noun, the action of the verb explore. Animals. Noun, in scientific usage, a multicellular organism that is usually mobile, whose cells are not encased in a rigid cell wall, distinguishing it from plants and fungi, and which derives energy solely from the consumption of other organisms, distinguishing it from plants. Night watchman. Noun, someone who guards a premises at night. Humbled. Verb, to defeat or reduce the power, independence, or pride of. Adjective, usually qualifying a first-person pronoun. Grateful for the support of others. Touched, honored, flattered. Verb, of an animal, to remove the horns. To poll. Discovered. Verb, to find or learn something for the first time. Calculation. Noun, the act or process of calculating. Spray. Noun, a fine, gentle, dispersed mist of liquid. Verb, to project a liquid in a dispersive manner toward something. Heels. Noun. The rear part of the foot, where it joins the leg. Noun. The act of inclining or canting from a vertical position. A cant. Noun. High-heeled shoes. Respectful. Adjective, marked or characterized by respect. Everyone. Pronoun, every person. Definitely. Adverb, without question and beyond doubt. Listening. Verb, to pay attention to a sound or speech. Adjective, of something or someone that listens. Cheeky. Adjective, impudent, impertinent, impertinently bold, often in a way that is regarded as endearing or amusing. Losing. Verb, to cause something to cease to be in one's possession or capability due to unfortunate or unknown circumstances, events or reasons. Noun. The process by which something is lost. A loss. Adjective, that loses or has lost. Harder. Adjective, of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Dragged. Verb, to pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Verb, to perform as a drag queen or drag king. Secondary. Noun. Any flight feather attached to the ulna, forearm, of a bird. Adjective, next in order to the first or primary, of second place in origin, rank, etc. Presentations. Noun. The act of presenting, or something presented. Issues. Noun. The action or an instance of flowing or coming out. An outflow. Particularly. Verb, to flow out, to proceed from, to come out or from. Organize. Verb, to arrange in working order. Evidence. Noun. Facts or observations presented in support of an assertion. Verb, to provide evidence for, or suggest the truth of. Doorbell. Noun. A device on or adjacent to an outer door for announcing one's presence. It can be mechanical, directly sounding a bell, or a button that electrically sounds a chime or buzzer inside the building. Verb, to ring many doorbells in an effort to contact people and thereby spread information or solicit. Opposite. Noun. Something opposite or contrary to something else. Adjective, located directly across from something else, or from each other. Adverb, in an opposite position. Preposition, facing, or across from. Confidence. Noun. Self-assurance. Grass. Noun. Any plant of the family Poaceae, characterized by leaves that arise from nodes in the stem and leaf bases that wrap around the stem, especially those grown as ground cover rather than for grain. Verb, to lay out on the grass, to knock down an opponent, etc. Encryption. Noun. The process of obscuring information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. Key files, or passwords. Client. Noun. A customer, a buyer or receiver of goods or services. Edit. Noun. A change to the text of a document. Verb, to change a text, or a document. Joker. Noun. A person who makes jokes. Follows. Noun. Sometimes attributive. In billiards and similar games. A stroke causing a ball to follow another ball after hitting it. Verb, to go after, to pursue, to move behind in the same path or direction. Leg. Noun. A limb or appendage that an animal uses for support or locomotion. Verb, to remove the legs from an animal carcass. Dragon. Noun. A legendary serpentine or reptilian creature. Landlord. Noun. A person who owns and rents land such as a house, apartment, or condo. Dash. Noun. Any of the following symbols. Dash. Figure dash. Dash. N dash. M dash. Or. Horizontal bar. Verb, to run quickly or for a short distance. Interjection. Dam. Building. Noun. The act or process by which something is built. Construction. Looped. Verb, to form something into a loop. Adjective, having loops. Pile, noun, a mass of things heaped together. A heap, verb, often used with the preposition up, to lay or throw into a pile or heap, to heap up, to collect into a mass, to accumulate. Indication, noun, act of pointing out or indicating. Largest, adjective, of considerable or relatively great size or extent. Point out, verb, to identify among a group of similar subjects, or in a scene where the subject might not be readily seen or noticed. With a gesture of the body. Empower, verb, to give permission, power, or the legal right to do something. Earthquake, noun, a shaking of the ground, caused by volcanic activity or movement around geologic faults. Mission, noun, a set of tasks that fulfills a purpose or duty, an assignment set by an employer, or by oneself. Verb, to send on a mission. Recession, noun, the act or an instance of receding or withdrawing. Lecture, noun, a spoken lesson or exposition, usually delivered to a group. Verb, to teach somebody, by giving a speech on a given topic. Glance, noun, a brief or cursory look. Verb, to look briefly at something. Debt, noun, an action, state of mind, or object one has an obligation to perform for another, adopt toward another, or give to another. Softly, adverb, in a soft manner, gently. Stepson, noun, the son of one's spouse, but not one's own child. Near, noun, the left side of a horse or of a team of horses pulling a carriage, etc. Verb, to come closer to approach. Adjective, physically close. Adverb, at or towards a position close in space or time. Preposition, physically close to, in close proximity to. Preposition, about, regarding, with reference to, especially in letters, documents and emails. Location, noun, a particular point or place in physical space. Seasonally, adverb, occurring every season. Database, noun, general, a collection of, usually, organized information in a regular structure, usually but not necessarily in a machine-readable format accessible by a computer. Verb, to enter data into a database. Northeast, noun, the compass point halfway between north and east, specifically 45 degrees, abbreviated as NE. Adjective, towards the northeast, northeastward. Familiarity, noun, the state of being extremely friendly, intimacy. Avoidant, noun, a person who exhibits avoidance. Adjective, exhibiting avoidance, avoiding something. Chef, noun, the presiding cook in the kitchen of a large household. Verb, to work as a chef, to prepare and cook food professionally. Lumbering, noun, the act of one who lumbers, heavy, clumsy movement. Adjective, clumsy or awkward. Fisherman, noun, a fisher, a person engaged in fishing. Environment, noun, the surroundings of, and influences on, a particular item of interest. Inspires, verb, to infuse into the mind, to communicate to the spirit, to convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence, to disclose preternaturally, to produce in, as by inspiration. Invincible, noun, someone or something that cannot be defeated, destroyed or killed. Adjective, impossible to defeat, destroy or kill, too powerful to be defeated or overcome. Address, noun, direction. Verb, to prepare oneself. Arrive, verb, to reach, to get to a certain place. Merchant, noun, a person who traffics in commodities for profit. Verb, as a resident of a region, to buy goods from a non-resident and sell them to another non-resident. Congenital, adjective, of a trait or a disease, present since birth. Foreign, noun, a foreign person, particularly. Adjective, located outside a country or place, especially one's own. Simpler. Adjective. Uncomplicated. Taken by itself, with nothing added. Noun. One who grows or gathers simples. Medicinal herbs. Couch. Noun. Couchgrass, a species of persistent grass, Elymus repens, usually considered a weed. Participant. Noun. One who participates. Adjective. Sharing. Participating. Having a share of part. Races. Noun. A contest between people, animals, vehicles, etc., where the goal is to be the first to reach some objective. Example. Several horses run in a horse race, and the first one to reach the finishing post wins. Verb. To take part in a race. In the sense of a contest. Noun. A group of sentient beings, particularly people, distinguished by common ancestry, heritage or characteristics. Verb. To assign a race to. To perceive as having a, usually specified, race. Noun. A rhizome or root, especially of ginger. Verb. To demolish. To level to the ground. Owl. Noun. Any of various birds of prey of the order Strigiformes that are primarily nocturnal and have forward-looking, binocular vision, limited eye movement, and good hearing. Verb. To smuggle contraband goods. Ice. Noun. Water in frozen, solid form. Verb. To cool with ice, as a beverage. Mentioned. Verb. To make a short reference to something. Helmet. Noun. A protective head covering, usually part of armor. Verb. To cover with, or as if with, a helmet. Opportunities. Noun. A chance for advancement, progress or profit. Parse. Noun. An act of parsing. Verb. To resolve a sentence, etc., into its elements, pointing out the several parts of speech, and their relation to each other by agreement or government. To analyze and describe grammatically. Seize. Verb. Stative. To perceive or detect with the eyes, or as if by sight. Noun. A diocese. Archdiocese. A region of a church, generally headed by a bishop, especially an archbishop. Really. Adverb. In a way or manner that is real, not unreal. Interjection. Indicating surprise at, or requesting confirmation of, some new information. To express skepticism. Engine. Noun. A large construction used in warfare, such as a battering ram, catapult, etc. Verb. To equip with an engine. Said especially of steam vessels. Hurts. Noun. An emotional or psychological humiliation or bad experience. Verb. To be painful. J. Noun. A term for a marijuana cigarette, joint. Floor. Noun. The interior bottom or surface of a house or building. The supporting surface of a room. Verb. To cover or furnish with a floor. Bracelet. Noun. A band or chain worn around the wrist as jewelry or an ornament. Verb. To surround with, or as if with, a bracelet. To ring or encompass. Separated. Verb. To divide a thing into separate parts. Adjective. Detached. Not connected or joined. Two or more things stand apart. Astronaut. Noun. A member of the crew of a spaceship or other spacecraft that travels beyond Earth's atmosphere. Or someone trained to serve that purpose. Pulling. Verb. To apply a force to an object, so that it comes toward the person or thing applying the force. Medicines. Noun. A substance which specifically promotes healing when ingested or consumed in some way. Verb. To treat with medicine. Foods. Noun. Any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Sink. Noun. A basin used for holding water for washing. Verb. Heading. Physical. To move or be moved into something. Institutional. Adjective. Of. Pertaining to. Characteristic of. or organized along the lines of an institution. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Boil. Noun. A localized accumulation of pus in the skin, resulting from infection. Sourced. Verb. To obtain or procure, used especially of a business resource. Illegal. Noun. An illegal act or technique. Adjective. Contrary to or forbidden by law, especially criminal law. Impact. Noun. The striking of one body against another. Collision. Verb. To collide or strike. The act of impinging. Puzzle. Noun. Anything that is difficult to understand or make sense of. Verb. To perplex someone. Noun. North. Stage. Noun. A phase. Verb. To produce on a stage, to perform a play. Died. Verb. To stop living. To become dead. To undergo death. Verb. To color with dye, or as if with dye. Entry. Noun. The act of entering. Adjustment. Noun. The action of adjusting something. Absence. Noun. A state of being away or withdrawn from a place or from companionship. The period of being away. Physically. Adverb. In a physical manner. Sphere. Noun. A regular three-dimensional object in which every cross-section is a circle. The figure described by the revolution of a circle about its diameter. Verb. To place in a sphere, or among the spheres. To ensphere. Lived. Verb. To be alive. To have life. Adjective. In combination. Having a specified duration of life. Closet. Noun. Any private area, particularly bowers in the open air. Verb. To shut away for private discussion. Adjective. Private. Link. Noun. Some text or a graphic in an electronic document that can be activated to display another document. Or trigger an action. Noun. A connection between places, people, events, things, or ideas. Verb. To connect two or more things. Dish. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food. Often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Influential. Noun. A person who has influence. Adjective. Having or exerting influence. Repeated. Verb. To do or say again, and again. Adjective. Having been said or done again. Models. Noun. A person who serves as a subject for artwork or fashion. Usually in the medium of photography but also for painting or drawing. Verb. To display for others to see. Especially in regard to wearing clothing while performing the role of a fashion model. Expected. Verb. To predict or believe that something will happen. Adjective. Anticipated. Thought to be about to arrive or occur. I. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter I. Prescriptions. Noun. The act of prescribing a rule, law, etc. Find. Noun. Anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb. To encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Renovating. Verb. To renew. To revamp something to make it look new again.